Welcome to episode 3 of Project W, where we're taking you on a journey to create more opportunities, sales, and growth for your business using Walmart.com. We're showing you how to sell your Amazon products on Walmart.com using these same simple methods. Hi, I'm Carrie with Helium 10.
And I'm Tim Jordan from Private Label Legion. In this episode, we're going to show you how to actually determine the Walmart.com sales of maybe competing products would be the right way of saying that, as well as keyword demand and the actual keywords that we're going to use where we're actually targeting specific clients to make our sales for our products. All right, last week's episode, we showed you kind of the high-level overview of how to get started selling on Walmart. But this episode, we're diving into keyword research. Now, this research is not going to be for brand new products that we think might be an opportunity on Walmart. These are specifically products that you're already selling, so the products that are already on Amazon.com to migrate over to Walmart.com. So just make sure you understand there's a little bit of a difference there, but what we're going to show you is how to actually move your Amazon products over to Walmart using these keyword research methods.
In this episode, we're going to use X-Ray, Magnet, and Cerebro on Amazon and also on Walmart.com. We're not going to go into extreme detail, but we're going to give you a high-level overview of how to utilize these tools, and we will give you actually more detailed instructions on some supplemental materials that we'll add to this episode later. So you can find those in the extra notes.
And again, those are just very specific like product and software walkthroughs of those things. So most of you that are familiar with Helium 10 know that keywords are everything, right? Yes. Whether you're selling on Walmart, whether you're selling on Amazon, we've talked a lot about that in the past. And again, this is not showing you how to find new product opportunities. We can't stress that enough. That will come later, but this is how to take that existing product. So the 3 tools that we're going to cover, X-Ray, Magnet, and Cerebro, let's just give a really high-level overview of what those are, and then we'll actually show how we use those. So the first one is X-Ray.
So the first tool that we're going to go over is X-Ray, and X-Ray is an amazing tool. It's actually a Chrome extension. So if you haven't downloaded that, you can go ahead and download that extension, and you pull it up on the Walmart site, and it basically shows you sales revenues, all kinds of different details about the products that are listed on a search page. So we're going to show you how to do that at a high level. It's an amazing tool that's going to we're going to determine which products are selling the most. So that we can kind of steal their keywords and see what they're doing to make those sales.
The other 2 keyword tools are Magnet and Cerebro, and Magnet is where you can actually type in a keyword and figure out if that is a high demand keyword. Now, if you're familiar with Magnet for Amazon, it's a little different on Walmart because it's not going to give you an actual keyword number. Remember, Magnet on Amazon will tell you how many keyword searches per month for those keywords and variations. The Walmart version will also give you variations and suggestions of other keywords, but it's going to tell you things like very high search volume or high or medium, and we kind of categorize priorities based on those indicators without actual numbers. And then Cerebro is, on the Amazon side, we call it a reverse ASIN tool. I guess on Walmart, since there's not an ASIN, we'd call it a reverse listing tool.
Or reverse product IDs.
Reverse product ID tool.
Yeah.
So it's going to pull out the keywords from competitors' listings. So we're going to walk you through, again, just the kind of basics of making that migration from Amazon to Walmart now, starting by looking at your products first on Amazon.
So I actually have our listing actually pulled up on here, all ready to go. We've got our photos. They're going to be the same photos that we have on our Walmart listing. But what we need to do is we actually need to grab this ASIN. So I'm going to actually just grab the ASIN in the URL. Okay, so now we've copied the ASIN over from Amazon.com, and I've pasted it into our Helium 10 tool, Cerebro, and we're going to basically find all of the keywords that we're indexing for on Amazon so that we can kind of get an idea of good keywords to look at on Walmart as well. So we'll go ahead and hit get keywords, and we're going to get a bunch of great keywords that are relevant to our product.
And if we look at these based on search volume, sorted by search volume, we can see that a lot of these have a high level of search, but they're not relevant. And remember, on Walmart, relevancy is everything. We don't need to try to stretch too far and target keywords that are very broad and generic because it's not going to rank well and it's just not going to do well. So to eliminate some of these, we're actually going to use the advanced filter, which is probably my favorite feature of this.
Mine too.
And type in egg.
I live by this.
And this will only show us the keywords that have any sort of variation of egg in the title, or in the listing, I'm sorry. So this is just going to show us the keywords that are indexing for this listing with the word egg somewhere in the listing or in the back end that Amazon is basically attached to. So we've narrowed down a lot of the keywords. There's some pretty interesting stuff here because we call this an egg tray, but the egg container with lid has higher search volume, but of course this doesn't have lid, it's not relevant. But check this out, egg container for refrigerator. This could be considered that. Deviled egg tray, it could do that. Egg holder, it could do that. So even though in our minds we're calling this an egg tray, the search volume for egg holder is higher than egg tray, which would be further down. So pretty interesting letting Amazon and letting the marketplaces actually give us the data that we need. Now, my suspicion is, Carrie, that the way you do things is now you would take some of these keywords and actually go over to Magnet on Walmart and cross-reference and see if some of these keywords are also kind of the same hierarchy, the same search volume, or the same priority.
Especially because in Walmart, you are going to want to utilize more general keywords, and they have to be very, very relevant because there's less traffic, I guess you could say. So you want to focus on those more general keywords. And so something like egg container for refrigerator, I'm not sure that on Walmart that's going to translate to one of the higher volumes. So we'll want to make sure and check that on the Walmart side to see if there's a high search volume for egg container for refrigerator, because it's more of a long tail keyword, and usually Walmart's more into the specific general keywords.
Yeah. So on Amazon, we hear the egg container for refrigerator about 21,000, but down here, egg container has 56. So probably a good indicator that we could start with egg container.
Yeah.
So if we jump over to Magnet, and most of you are familiar with Magnet on Helium 10 for Amazon, but if I hit this drop down tray, boom, Walmart.com. And what this will allow us to do is search a keyword specifically on Walmart. So I'm just going to take that same keyword, egg container, and let's see what happens. All right, so we have searched on Magnet Walmart egg container. And Carrie, this magnet looks nothing like the magnet that I'm used to. So walk me through what we're looking at here.
Yeah, it has a lot of the similar filters that we have on Magnet, but if you look down at the bottom here, or a little bit lower, where the phrases are, and it shows the search volume on Walmart and the search volume on Amazon side by side, which is really helpful. So the search volume on Walmart, we don't have exact search volume. This is still in beta, but we wanted to make sure to give a range so that you have a guideline of what terms have the most search volume. So we've got very high, high, medium, low, and very low, so that you can see what the demand is. So you're going to want to stick in the high and very high range for keywords. So the others you probably don't want to focus on, because we're focused on the more general high traffic keywords at this point on Walmart.
So let's do the same filter and show phrases that contain egg, because we've got like some large clear storage bins with lids and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're filtering now in Magnet for Walmart for egg, and I'm going to hit this little search volume button right here, which will sort it with the very highest being at the top. And oh my goodness, this is cool, because if I'm looking at this, and I love that the Amazon search volume is beside it, some of the things that are listed as very high search volume on Walmart have actually very low search volume on Amazon. So watch this. Egg tray refrigerator, very high, very low on Amazon. So this just goes to show you that a lot of the people that have initially kind of started selling on Walmart, they're just transferring their listings, meaning transferring the same keyword prioritization and keyword priority, are messing up big time. If you have potentially done that and said, oh, Walmart's terrible because I didn't get any sales, maybe it's because you were just copy and pasting listings over. And if you notice, the keywords are very, very different. Now, a lot of these are going to be similar. So we know that egg container for refrigerator was a high value one on Cerebro for Amazon. As we see here, that same keyword volume, and it's still very high here. Now, in this list, we don't necessarily know if this is more or this is less, right? That's kind of irrelevant. But what we're doing is we're going to look at all the very high, right? And we're going to then cross-reference to the Amazon search volume. And we should be able to say that if egg container for refrigerator is very high here and it's high here, this is one we want to focus on, right? So we're trying to pick 8 or 10 keywords that we're going to focus on. So this one is definitely going to be focused on. Egg container, highly relevant. Egg storage, highly relevant. I even like egg container for camping is interesting, although it's low search volume on Amazon. So we're probably not going to prioritize that one. But we are going to go to egg organizer.
And ours wouldn't really be
egg
for
carrier.
camping either, so.
No, not necessarily for camping. Now, keep in mind that we sell keywords, not products. And even if somebody is looking for let's say a plastic egg holder, is ours plastic?
Not at all.
No, but people that are looking for a plastic egg holder might not know that there's a different version. So I still think we can prioritize that one, especially because there's decent search volume here, right? All right, so now that we've kind of showed you some ideas here of what we're going to focus on, let's actually jump over to the screen and let Carrie start selecting our target keywords. So what did we say? We said plastic egg container.
I
don't like that one.
I'm going to do deviled eggs.
Deviled egg.
Egg carrier, it's not really an egg carrier. Egg holder for camping, you'd probably want something with a top, which we don't have, so I'm not going to prioritize that.
Egg organizer, yes.
Egg organizer, yes. Plastic egg holder, no. Egg tray, yes. Egg tray refrigerator, yes. Egg storage container, yes. Egg container for camping, no. Deviled egg carrier. It's not a carrier, although it does look good to display deviled eggs, though.
Skip it.
Egg container, egg storage, egg container for refrigerator. Deviled egg tray with lid, we're not going to do because we don't have a lid. Egg holder for refrigerator.
I think that's a good list of keywords.
Yeah.
So there are a ton of other keywords, of course, that we can target, but you can't target all of them. And even if you look further on down this list at the high value keywords, like 12 egg container and egg trays, right? Even though that this technically is an egg tray, remember that the search volume on Amazon is fairly low, even though it's listed as high on Walmart. So we don't want to maybe more highly prioritize something on Walmart just because it's listed in the high range, when on Amazon it's a little low. So there's not a direct correlation. Okay,
well,
there's not a direct correlation.
That one is the plural, so egg
yeah, it's the
tray
plural
is
version,
up
so we
here.
already have it actually.
What's interesting to me is if you look at this one, it's actually not even very high, but it's really high on Amazon, although that's not a keyword we're going to use. I just thought that was kind of interesting. So it's not as a high priority on Walmart. People aren't looking necessarily for the lids. So I think we have a good list here. So, so basically what we need to do is we need to add these keywords to a list. So I'm going to hit this plus add keywords, and I'm going to create a new folder, and we're going to do
egg tray
holder.
And again, as she's typing that, remember that these aren't the only keywords that we can use. This is just the first stab at it, and we're doing this based on the data, the high volume on Walmart versus high volume on Amazon. We'll continue to optimize, we'll continue to do research, and we may add some of those other keywords in PPC later, but we really only want to pick about 10 keywords to get started.
And I actually also want to go to Walmart because I think we should also take a look at Cerebro for Walmart. So let's go to egg tray, and I just want to take a look and see what's selling the highest. And I'm going to pull X-ray for Walmart that we have available, and I always like to take a look at the products that are selling the most. So I always sort by sales revenue, which is my favorite thing to do. I don't really care about the listings that aren't making sales because they're clearly not doing something right. I like to look at the people who are doing something right. So I'm going to scroll over here on X-ray. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this and scroll over, and I'm scrolling over to the Walmart revenue. And I like to filter by revenue. So I want to see the highest on the top. Okay. So the highest revenue here looks like is for something that's not really relevant to us.
It's that one.
Durable egg holders for refrigerator. So this one,
a lot of the same keywords, yep.
Let's take a look at this. And they're selling $27,000 a month in sales. So if we take a look at this, now it's not very similar to ours, but I'm sure we could probably find some good keywords on this one. The next one is quite a big jump down. It's $1,400 in sales. One other thing I'm going to take a look at, because ours is wooden, I want to see if there's anything wooden egg tray. I want to see if there's anything selling under wooden egg tray that's that has a higher search volume that maybe we can steal their keywords.
And remember, just because a lot of these competitors have low sales volume, that means nothing. That's actually good. It means that somebody isn't just completely owning the space. Maybe their price is too high. Maybe their listing is bad. Maybe we can find it, but consumers aren't finding it because they're not doing the correct keyword optimization and targeting. So don't be discouraged looking at potentially low sales volume and say, well, why would I sell on Walmart? Nobody else is selling on it, right? It just means that there's more opportunity for us because we know the search volume is there. They're just not converting into sales. So we really don't see anything in the wooden egg tray sales volume, which is fine. It just means that we're going to present this opportunity to general egg tray keywords. There's not enough sales volume specifically for the wooden. And if you go back to the original Project X that I did with Bradley, we talk about the types of private label products, and this is definitely that better mousetrap product, right? So we don't have to have keywords searching specifically for wooden. We're going to target the keywords for egg trays and show them the wooden one, knowing that people probably like this version better, or at least some people are.
So on this listing that we saw, they were selling, I think, what was it, $29,000 a month?
Yep.
You can actually take the product ID from the URL. You can also pull X-ray on the actual listing itself and click on the copy button right there. And that's pretty easy to do that as well. So we're gonna take that product ID and we're gonna do a reverse product ID on the Walmart version of Cerebro. So I actually have to go up to the marketplace and go all the way down to walmart.com and choose the correct marketplace. And then once I'm on that, I can go ahead and search for that. I'm really curious to see what keywords they're really utilizing.
All we're looking for is overlap. We're just confirming what we think to be true for the keywords that we've kind of already identified to target, right? That other list that we've come up with. We're just seeing if anything new comes up. And it looks like a lot of them are the same, right?
So plastic egg container, egg holder camping,
egg tray refrigerator,
plastic egg holder,
egg container,
egg
container for refrigerator
egg
again.
storage container. I don't know if we have that one.
I don't know that we have one either.
I don't know that we have egg container either.
I can't remember.
I don't remember. I'm gonna just add them because it won't be a problem if we add them again.
Yep.
Chicken food egg layers. Interesting. That's definitely not it. Egg container for refrigerator. We had that one.
Egg holder for refrigerator. And again, we're just going to upload this to the same list. So even if we have duplicates, it's no problem.
Not a problem.
Just scroll down a little bit and see if anything else pops up that's high search volume on both potentially. I don't really see anything coming up.
Well, it's $18.90. Oh no, that's not it. Sorry. There's not really that much sales on refrigerator.
No. So I think we've got our keyword list. So let's add those to the list.
What about egg containers, egg storage? Let's just add those.
Eggs storage. That's just the plural version.
Okay.
We already have egg storage.
Egg bin?
Yeah,
We'll just add them all and we'll just take a look at the list.
Okay.
I'm going to add that to egg tray. I called it egg tray 12. And then we can go ahead and take a look at our keyword list now for this particular product. So you can go to the top bar where it says tools, and then you're going to go under keyword research and you're going to click on my list keywords. And that's where we're going to find that keyword list that we just created. So we've got it right here. We've got 11 keywords in there. See, because we had some duplicates in there. I know it seemed like we were adding a lot, but we really don't have that many keywords in here.
All right, so we've got our keyword list, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And this keyword list is going to be the list of keywords that we're targeting. Remember, Walmart wants very, very specific, relevant, short form keywords. They don't want crazy long tail keywords. They want it kind of simple and kind of, I wouldn't say basic, but very to the point, right? And we've got other episodes in this series. We talk specifically about the listing guidelines and all of that good stuff. We'll cover all of that. But this is going to be our list of keywords. So as we continue to optimize our listings and set up our listings, this keyword list is going to be kind of our plan of attack, right? Like the basis for all the decisions that we make in our titles, in our bullet points or key features, they call it here, and then the description. And these are what we want to rank on. We want to be able to rank on page 1, the highest positions possible for these. And these keywords will probably also be the basis for our PPC ads when we get those up and running.
Absolutely.
All right, so now let's address kind of the elephant in the room, the question that everybody asks, which is going to be, is my product going to be a good fit for Walmart? We cannot answer that question. We know a lot of people that are selling on Walmart and doing exceptionally well. We know a lot of people that have maybe migrated over to Walmart and it's a little bit slow, but I would still argue that getting positioning there now as the Walmart platform continues to develop and gain more buyers is smart. Like you're getting first place positioning. Now, I will say that as long as there are relevant keywords being searched for, then yes, we can assume that people want your product. Relevancy is key. We don't know the actual search volume, we just know very high or high. But if people are coming to Walmart and searching for egg tray, which we know they are, then we should be able to sell our egg tray, right? Just assume that even if the sales volume is going to be a little lower than you want, you're at least getting the placement for future positioning and for future sales. So it's an investment that we think is worth taking.
Yeah, so now we have our target keywords, and you saw the whole process on how we got those keywords. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to dissect a listing, which we're going to do in the next episode, and I'm really excited about that.
All right, so to review this episode, we covered the keyword tools that we use. We covered Magnet, Cerebro, and X-Ray. Keep in mind, we just showed you a quick run through of one listing. The listings that you're actually doing may be a little bit different. Your method may be a little bit different. There's no actual science to this, okay? There's not a specific path that you have to take. Every listing and every keyword is different. It's more of an art, all right? So use the tools at your disposal and use kind of some common sense and intuition to extract the keywords and build your keyword list. Just make sure that it's relevant. If you want to see additional show notes and even additional walkthroughs of those specific tools, or view all of the Project W episodes and other resources at helium10.com/Project W.
On the next episode, we're going to cover one of the most important parts of selling on Walmart, which is understanding the Walmart listing. So we'll see you on the next episode. See you later.